Good morning, Flosstube friends. I have purposely waited to film this week, hoping I would have a finish to share with you, and I do. I'm very, very happy to tell you that the sampler from Linlithgow, Scotland, is finished. And I know that you feel my excitement about this project. You won't have to hear about it anymore. No more about the German floss and the shop in Linlithgow. But I loved almost every stitch of this project. And now I am itching to find the perfect mats and frame so that we can enjoy this in our home. I'm very excited to have the year on the sampler from which the trip was taken and just love this. I did change the colors of the flowers in the border to bring in my blues and pink. I also chose the design in the middle with the year at the bottom. The pattern gave you several options for that middle bottom design. And I know that this will be a treasure in our home for many reasons, but absolutely the best stitching experience I've had in a long time. I think the combination of the floss and the even weave were perfect for me. I had told you, I believe, that I was doing some of this stitching in hand at the beginning, but I did end up putting it on my very small Q-snap, and that worked really well until I got to the border, and then I went back to the in-hand stitching. I'm not sure what my favorite part of this design is. My eye goes straight to the house, of course, but I also think the containers for the flowers are as lovely as the flowers themselves. And of course, the unique little trees. Just so you remember, this kit is from Embroidery, Quilting, and Stitching. It was printed in the UK. In case anyone wants to try to order this. And you see how they've used the motifs to make smalls, which at some point I may decide to do. Bless This House, it is called. And does it have a number? No, it does not. So our finish for the week, so excited. As I always do, I have a little bit of housekeeping. I seem to forget important things and have to come back the next video and remind myself to tell you. I had a very sweet listener tell me, the Flosstuber who had created the floss storage system that I spoke of, and I want to be sure I give her 100% credit on that. It is Theresa Little, Left-Handed Stitcher. I know it is the Left-Handed Stitcher. I want to be absolutely sure her first name is Theresa. I will double check that and put that in my comments. But thank you to her for a system that has simplified my floss storage, made finding my floss quick and easy, and moving it from project to project just as quick and easy. Thank you so much for that. Then two charts. I wanted to give you chart numbers and designers for projects I had shown you in a previous video. Little House Needleworks, Home of a Needleworker, the first one she designed, I believe. And this one is chart number 4. So if you are not someone who has stitched or who already owns this, that is what you are looking for, chart number 4. The other one is also Little House Needleworks. You remember me showing you this design, and it is called Psalm 145, and the chart is number 35. Always love Little House Needleworks. And then I want to thank everyone who gave me practical suggestions on how to make more time for my stitching. It is a constant question, but those of you who responded gave me little nuggets of thought, little ideas that I will develop, and I just know I'm going to find more stitching time. Thank you for those comments. And I want to say now, before the end of the video, that I am overwhelmed with the encouragement, the love, and the support that Flosstube community shares with its members. If there is no other reason to participate, that is an amazing reason. We all know that our grandmothers were able to participate in sewing clubs and quilting circles, and in our fast-paced lives, we don't always have that opportunity. But this gives us something so close to those friendly handwork guilds by giving us online comments and reactions to what we do and what we love. So thank you for all the support, the love, the suggestions. This community, as everyone has said, is fabulous. I am beyond blessed by your responses and your love and encouragement. It will be another short video today, but I would like to show a whip that had been lost and is now found, and some stash. I have no idea when I will get to this stash, but when you see what I will show you, you'll understand why they're in my drawers. This whip was a kit. It was purchased at 50% off, and it is by Joanns, their Platinum collection. It is the Sunflower, Provence Sunflower Sampler. And I know that I purchased it because of the wrought iron filigree motif, the beautiful blues, and then of course the sunflowers. I have never been a fan of roosters, but on this design, they are perfect. I love them. And so I had purchased this when I found it on sale at Joanns, and I had pulled it out right away and started it on the even weave that they included in the kit. And I ran into a glitch. Doesn't this always happen? You see my tiny little start, but how long and big this will be. So I started the beautiful blue urn in which the sunflowers will be, and got down to this center section where the roosters are lined up, and was stitching away merrily, and suddenly realized that the roosters were to be done 1 over 1, unlike the rest of the design. So I had to frog and restart that section, and it got put in the pile of, oh, I'm tired of you. But now that I've found it, people, I want to get back to this. This would be so lovely in our kitchen, and I'm kind of on an even weave kick lately, so maybe I can pull this out. This is a tiny even weave. I want to say it's equivalent to 36 count linen, but I need to measure that. But we'll see if I get some roosters stitched and some sunflowers. I will enjoy that. I've never been to France or Provence, but that will inspire me to go. The rest of what I have to show you is stash. None of it is new stash. Some of these things have been in my collection for at least a year, if not longer. Some are maybe within the last 6 months. This first one I'm showing you was stitched by my daughter and is in her home, and I definitely need this on our wall. This is Psalm 23, not the Lord's Prayer. The Shepherd's Psalm, Psalm 23. This is done on linen. You see the beautiful lambs and the crowns and the staff symbolizing Christ. And then the whole psalm stitched on this beautiful piece. My daughter said it was an easy, quick stitch, so there is hope that it will someday be done. Again, I would have to reevaluate colors because of what is in our home, but I don't think that would be a difficult thing to change. The kit was designed by Vera K. Enterprises, and it's called an heirloom sampler. I don't know that I've ever seen Vera K. Enterprises designs. Has anyone else seen those? She is or was based in New Mexico. But a beautiful, beautiful piece that I hope to do very soon. When you see the rest of this stash, you're going to assume that I must live to be 150 to get all these things done, but we'll see. I'm all for it if I can be a contributing member of society. This kit we ordered from eBay. My husband got it for me for my birthday this year. It is a DMC kit. I've never stitched a DMC kit before, but it went straight into the drawer when I saw this suggestion that this was for an advanced stitcher. As long as I've stitched, I'm not sure I still feel that I'm an advanced stitcher, but I'm just going to have to jump right in. It's called Teapots Collection, and you see the beautiful colors and the designs on each individual teapot. We love to collect china and serving pieces, and so my husband knew that I would enjoy this one. If you'll see the way the kit is made, floss is beautifully separated, and DMC even included a gorgeous linen as our fabric. I don't think it tells me the count of this linen. I'm thinking 32 count, but a gorgeous DMC kit. We'll see when I get brave enough to do that one. It's rather large, 17.5 by 13.5. This design was also a kit. It is a DesignWorks kit, but it is by the designer Joan Elliott. And when you see this, you'll know why I picked it. You see my beautiful blues. But this is called Blue Delft, after the tiles that are designed in the blue and white, the Delft tiles. So prevalent in, I believe it's Amsterdam. Again, I better do a little search on that. So you see the sampler aspect, the children across the top, and then the 4 tiles, and the lovely flowers and the welcome at the bottom. This could hang anywhere in our home, I think, and fit in beautifully. But I wanted you to see the lovely floss, the color of the blues. This will be lovely. The Aida that is included is very, very stiff. I'll have to think about whether to use that or not. Would you look at this? It's another long, narrow design. There is no question that I am drawn to those. Wonder what that says about my personality. Okay, and the last 2 that I'd like to show you are dimensions kits, and I had told you I had never done a dimensions kit until I started the Charles Wysocki project, which is now in my rotation since I finished my sampler. But these 2 were being closed out at Michael's, and for the price on them, I could not leave them in the store. Both of these are long-term commitments. So whether I begin them or share them with a friend or a daughter, we shall see. But to me, they would be lovely companion pieces, and you've seen them all over Flosstube. This is Paris Market. And you can see how beautifully this kit is packaged and sorted. And does it have a number? 35256. And then the companion, European Bistro, which is 35224. And I know you've seen people stitching this on Flosstube and on Instagram. And this is done on a blue Aida, I believe 18 count. So that could be doable. We shall see. So those 2 Dimensions kits came home with me because of the closeout sale. That is all I have for us today. No book recommendations, no other rants about life in general. But I do want to say thank you again and look forward to your videos and hope to be back to see you in a couple of weeks with more progress and some other fun stitchy related chatter. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your week. See you very soon. Bye-bye.